So this is just a little skin update. I think the last one I did was about a month ago now, so I'm not really sure if there's that noticeable of a change. So I'm just going to do what I did in the last video, and I'll probably link the last one that I did below, and I'll make sure that I go into a room with no windows, which is just like the bathroom. And then, you know, I'll go in natural lighting, like in the car, and then yeah, obviously you can see me here, which we have like a window back here. So anyways, hopefully this gives you a good view of you know, what things are looking like. I would say a major difference this month versus the last time I did the skin update is that I definitely noticed some bruises popping up. Just the last ones that I told you guys about, they're starting to fade, which I'm so happy about. I think the one on my thigh, it's really fading. Then I think there's another one right here. It's fading. So far I haven't had any more, but that's just the most noticeable difference that I've had pop up, because before I didn't really have bruises, and now all of a sudden, you know, we've already kind of figured out that that might be because of me taking high levels of vitamin C, and it thins the blood, and so, you know, some people just have more bruising. Obviously I'm trying to figure out other supplements that I can add on to, you know, kind of help not bruise so much, and I'm gonna be just experimenting with those, and we'll see if it actually helps or if I'll have this issue. But, you know, for now I'm just making sure like I'm not doing anything, you know, strenuous. I really notice, like, if I bump into something, so it's like I was helping a friend rearrange furniture and, you know, taking a TV in and out of the house, and so kind of doing, you know, some strenuous activity. I mean, I do work out, but when I work out I'm not like running into things, but so I don't know if anyone else would, like, if you guys have noticed yourself if you bruise easily, but obviously you'd have to like run into something and then notice. But aside from that, that's one of the biggest differences. I think my skin looks healthier so far, and someone left a comment about a day ago that I thought was pretty interesting. I just got a text about cookies at Publix. If you guys know about Publix cookies, then you know. I have a sinus infection right now, and so my head is really spacey, and I have my Zyrtec and, you know, allergy medicine. Some of it can like make you like drowsy, so I'm not all there right now. But I picked this up to figure out something. I had to show you guys something, and now I can't remember. Oh, a comment. Wow, it just took one text about cookies. Completely derailed. Okay, so basically they said, so I've noticed something I don't like about glutathione. It makes me look ghostly white and removes my pinkness of my lips, which is a sign of beauty and health. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree, like, you know, pink lips are attractive. I'm actually not a fan of the white look, but it looks dull, and we need a healthy amount of melanin to have a youthful contrast in our face. I'm already light to begin with. She has, or he has, an olive complexion. Has anyone else noticed this? And then someone else said, I've been looking at a lot of before and after, and it looks creepy. I think at the beginning, when they haven't used it too much, it looks nice and glowy, but after they've used it for a while, they just end up looking unhealthy, like an albino or something. No offense to those affected by albinism. Too much glutathione makes people look gray and ashy. And then they just replied, oh my god, yes, I actually prefer the glowy look better from vitamin C. Also, a natural way to make glutathione is taking whey protein every day, because the cysteine and other amino acids help to make it. That would probably give a more natural looking result. So you guys already know cysteine is one of the building blocks of glutathione, and so it helps to naturally up your production. And, you know, there's a lot of literature out there about people using the building blocks to glutathione, you know, like NAC, which is cysteine, and what is it, glutamine, and there's one other, I can't think of it right now, glycine. And you know, basically they were saying that they had quicker results using the building blocks than they had actually using the actual glutathione. But I don't know for sure if they were taking reduced glutathione, which of course taking reduced is completely different than taking acetyl or liposomal especially, I say it's different because it's different if they're not using it in a nebulizer or doing the rectal implant. So obviously you're going to get quicker results doing the other way versus just taking reduced orally. But I definitely agree. I mean, I've seen the pictures, I know what it looks like. I noticed some of it in my skin. This was like last year after I'd already been doing my routine for about 6 months. So, you know, it took me a while to get there, but doing the nebulizer a lot, I would notice it would definitely pull color almost, you know, you can really tell like when you're nebulizing, it'll pull color from like, you know, your face and your chest, and it definitely is different. I think we were talking last year and I mentioned I really like the more golden toned, and I think someone said it's more of like a Puerto Rican bronze or glow. So I mean, it's light but it's glowy, and yeah, no one really wants the pale ashy look. Well, some people do. And it most definitely is one of those things that happens to people who have been on it for a long time, or people who are taking just left and right IVs. Like they're taking at least 2 IVs a week, and this is just going on for months. And so it's just one of those things where if you start to notice that for yourself, you can like chill out with the glutathione. I think some people, obviously, if you're doing like outdoor sports, you know, just get some vitamin D. You can tan back up. It's not gonna just completely stay like that. Usually I think people say about 2 years of constantly taking high doses of glutathione gives people a more permanent look to where they don't really have to do much. But in my opinion, if you were to go sunbathe or tan, depending how long you're out there and how often you're doing it, like for a week, I 100% think, you would get darker again. That's just me. I mean, I don't know. Just 2 plus 2, to me, it equals 4. So if you go out in the sun, obviously, you want you to darken up. I think for the pale ashy look, if you start to notice that in your skin, you don't like it, one of the best hacks is that stuff I told you about, the plant blood liquid chlorophyll. I wanted to say chloroform for a minute. That's what my friend calls it. It's not chloroform. It's liquid chlorophyll, and it's all natural, and that will really boost it up. It's so green. Be really careful. It can stain your clothes. It can stain linen. It can stain your skin if you're not being too careful. It's so green. It's so potent that it detoxifies your blood. So when it gets into your bloodstream, you can kind of see that yellowy green undertone, and I'm seeing green. You're not really gonna look like you have green skin, but you are gonna see like a change, a glow, and so I guess I shouldn't say green, but it's gonna be more of like a yellow. It's weird how it works, but for me, I notice the days when I'm taking it, I have that glow, and when you stop, it goes away. So it isn't something permanent. But for people who are having those issues of where you feel like you're kind of losing the health and the glow in your skin, and it's just more pale, colorless, especially if you don't like really care for that, then that is something that you could do, as well as cutting back on your dosage. But it is something that happens. I've noticed it myself. Of course, since then I stopped taking the glutathione, and then I was out in the sun a lot, at the beach, and so obviously my skin tone started to come back, and thankfully it didn't go completely back to where I was. I think I've showed you guys pictures of me as a child and stuff like that, so it didn't go completely back, but I mean, for sure it I wasn't where I was last year. And so I think this is what, month 2 or 3 of this. So yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about that.